Welcome back, Congressman, House Intelligence and Oversight Committees, so a lot to talk about there. But first, Matt Gaetz. I mean, I guess that's that. Your thoughts on the developments today?
It doesn't surprise me. I didn't meet a single Republican colleague who thought that this nomination was going to be confirmed. I think that he was a flawed candidate from the start. I'm glad that he withdrew, and I hope that somebody else, who doesn't break laws, gets nominated to enforce them here.
Think we'll see that ethics report, or do you care?
I do care. I do think that it will see the light of day. There is a quote-unquote privileged resolution that has been brought before the House that must be voted upon. It's one of those, it's a fancy term for a resolution or a bill that has to be voted upon within 2 legislative days. And so when we come back, I think that it will get a vote. It'll be interesting to see which Republicans vote to support it.
There's a couple lines of thinking on what this means for Trump politically as he goes through the transition to his second administration. You could say this helps him to have this out of the way as a distraction, which is exactly what the Trump transition called this today, and they can move on. Or you could say it puts the pressure on some of these other nominees and the spotlight on them a little bit more than what we'd seen. Talked about Hegseth already, mentioned House Intelligence. What about the nominee to be Director of National Intelligence? And what type of scrutiny does Tulsi Gabbard, as a former Democrat, deserve, do you think?
Same level of scrutiny. I think that some of her statements are very, very disturbing. My Republican colleagues and Democratic colleagues have questioned why she would be an apologist for Vladimir Putin, why she would defend Bashar al-Assad, a butcher and a madman running Syria. And, they're very concerned that this position, which requires a truth teller, somebody who's going to unearth the facts and tell the truth to, Donald Trump and his policymakers so that they make the right decisions, may end up telling him whatever he wants or parroting talking points from Vladimir Putin, both of which are deeply disturbing.
Well, some of that, what you're alluding to, at least with the comments about Russia and Syria, is in the public record already. In other words, she said made these statements about Russia and about Syria. So is there more information that you think your colleagues in the Senate need before making a decision, or there's enough already out there, enough concern already out there about someone for this particular position?
I think there's a lot already out there. The FBI investigation has not been done. As you know, the Trump folks have decided not to do an FBI background check, which tells you all you need to know about what they think might be flaws in the nominee's background. The Senate, however, will require an FBI background check before confirming anybody. And so I'm hoping that happens for all of the nominees going forward.
All right, thank you, Congressman. Good to have you on again. Congressman from Illinois, the Democrat, Raja Krishnamoorthi. Now,
Thank you for watching, and make sure you go to joinnn.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.